into the first official video of Ghosties Garage. I am super excited to make this video. I have honestly recorded it probably like 15 times, honestly, and I wanted it to be perfect. That's why. Um, but I wanted this to be an introduction video to the channel, to myself, and to the first projects that I will be working on this channel. All right, so a little bit about myself. You guys can call me Ghost or Ghosty, whichever you prefer. Um, I have been in content creation for a little while. I started with gaming like right around 10 years ago. But I gave up on it rather quickly due to me feeling like I didn't have an adequate setup to do so. Um, but over the last year, I have been doing content on YouTube for gaming. I've also been doing streaming on Twitch and all of that. But for car side of things, I've been into cars for my whole life. I've owned this car behind me for probably close to 10 years, right around there, give or take a couple years maybe. I'm a huge fan of the car scene and other things like racing and drifting. I love track racing, like time attacks and stuff like that, and drifting as well. I'm a huge fan of drifting. And then also just builds. I love seeing builds. Uh, whether, they're just show car builds, track builds, drift builds. I love them. But enough about me. Let's get into like the channel and what I want to do with the channel. What I would like to achieve with this channel is to be able to create awesome builds and share them with you guys, and possibly, do builds for people and all that, fun stuff. So obviously with this channel, content is going to be a little here and there at the beginning of it. But as the saying goes, the more the channel grows, the more content I can push out. But with that being said, if this is something you guys are interested in, you guys want to see what my vision and all that, if you guys want to see all that, please consider dropping a like, subscribing. But let's get into what cars I have right now and what cars I will be starting with. So the first one to come is this 1996 Honda Civic. It has been absolutely an amazing car for me, and I have loved every second of it. And I miss driving it daily, honestly. But it's got some work done to it already that I've done over the years. Nothing too crazy. But right now, I would give you guys a walk around and a tour of the vehicle. But however, it is torn into pieces. It is being prepped for paint. So we'll hold on to that. This is the first car, the first project that I will be starting with on the channel. So you guys will get very familiar with it very soon. So it's got quite a bit of work done to it already, which you guys will see. We'll save that for the next video. All right, guys. So for the second one, we are going old school luxury. This is a project that I am excited for because I don't see too many people doing full-blown projects with them. And a lot of car channels I've noticed tend to stick to a certain type of like projects, whether that be cars, whether that be trucks. But right here behind me, we have a 2006 Lincoln Navigator. So we're going old school luxury. To give you guys a walk around real quick, it is still stock, and I do apologize for the wind, guys. Hopefully it doesn't impact the sound quality, but we got it is a V8, and I'm super excited to get into this. We do have some excited plans for it. It is kind of a mess, But I do plan on modernizing the interior, making it, you know, more 2024-ish, 2025-ish, get what I'm saying. But so I picked this car up. I picked the Navigator up for right around 3 grand. Um, and to me, it's a steal for what it is. It does have like barely over 200,000 miles. But the only thing I've had to do to it so far is I've had to do the brakes. They were completely shot when I got it. So I went and did drilled and slotted rotors, brake pads and everything. I had to switch out the liftgate latch. I had to get a new radio because the OEM radio was, the screen wouldn't turn on. So I just got an OEM replacement, which I do again plan on replacing again. But other than that, the only other thing I had to replace was the turn signal switch right here. It was broken when I first got it, so every time you tried to use the turn signals, it would turn on the lights, and it was just kind of a mess. But that is it for right now with the 2006 Lincoln Navigator. We will get into it. I do apologize, guys. I am sweating. It is, it's almost October already, and it probably will be October when I post this video, but it is still over 100 degrees where I live. So I do apologize if I'm sweating. All right. So, and on to the third one, the third project, the one that I am most excited for because it is one of my dream cars, and I am fortunate enough to own it. It's nothing too special. It's not a rare car, but it is my dream car. One of them. As car guys, we all have like a giant list of dream cars. But it is this. It is a 2008 BMW 335 Xi, and I am super excited to get into it. It is a twin turbo N54 all-wheel drive. All right, so it is pretty clean for how old it is. It doesn't have too much body damage. It is racking up almost 200,000 miles. It hasn't quite hit it yet, but this is my baby. I love driving it, and I'm super excited to get this project going. The engine bay is a little dirty, but this is what I'm working with right now. All right, guys, I would show you the inside of the car because I do plan on doing a lot of interior mods with this car as well. But it is the car that I do take to work, so it is kind of a mess on the inside. However, what has been done to it so far is I need to redo the headlights and get them cleaned up again, but I do have new fog lights. The very common first mod with the kidney grills. It is sitting on BC Racing coilovers. I did get new wheels, and it is sitting on Federal 595 tires. Other than that, a lot of the other stuff, it is kind of a mystery to me because a lot of the other stuff that has been done to this car was done by the previous owner. So as I work on this car, I do find more and more out. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I am super excited to start this journey and bring you guys along with me on this journey. Um, if you guys are interested in the cars, the content, the builds, whatever it may be, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. The more this channel grows, the more content I can push out. So much love to you all.